Welcome to this 15 at 15 software review. Building Revit views from scratch using Ideate ViewCreator. This software review is brought to you by Graitec, the leading international design software company and your Autodesk Platinum partner, providing software, training and bespoke consultancy. I'm Greg Benson-Shettle, one of the many Autodesk certified instructors here at Graitec. I've been providing training and consultancy here for over a decade. Now, I know you will be keen to get on with the main event as we don't have much time. So, let's move on. So, what is Ideate Creator? It is part of a Ideate apps collection, a set of tools designed to streamline your workflow in Revit. It is a Revit plugin, and once you have it installed, you will find it here up on the Revit ribbon. In this webinar, we will be exploring just one of the buttons, ViewCreator. Now, this tool allows you to create multiple Revit views at the same time based on smart rules and create copies of plans from one level to many levels. When we click on this button, it may take a moment for the tool to appear as it's analyzing your Revit project. When the ViewCreator does open, it's in a type of view selector window that offers 5 ways to create new views. You can create from scratch, views to levels, duplicate views, apply dependents, and room views. Okay, well, let's take a closer look. Ideate ViewCreator. This app streamlines the batch creation of new views by making copies of existing views and applying rules to modify both the name and the properties of the new views. There are 5 methods that can be used to batch create new views. Let's start with Create from Scratch. The Create from Scratch method supports the creation of new views based solely on view types or view templates, along with selection of a level and optionally a scope box. This method also supports the creation of dependent views. Next, we have views to levels. Now, this method within the Ideate ViewCreator is designed to replicate one or more plan or schedule view from a specified level to multiple other levels. This method is most likely to be used at the early stages of your project. Next, we have duplicate views. Now, with this tool, using the Ideate ViewCreator, it's designed to duplicate multiple plans, sections and elevations at once, whilst simultaneously modifying some of their properties. Then we have apply dependents. This method within the ViewCreator is designed to replicate the view names, scope or crop box and grid settings that exist for one or more dependent views onto a new set of parent views. This method is most often used for the creation of sector plans, or what we know as volumes or zones, to divide up a project into different working areas. Room views. Finally, the room views method within Ideate Creator allows you to generate a variety of view types based on a selection of one or more rooms. This method can also include an option to place the new views on one or more sheets as well. Okay, this is just one set of tools that we have in the Ideate apps collection. Now, the goal of these 15-minute webinars is to provide a quick overview of what the Ideate app tools offer and give you the opportunity to ask questions, request a trial of the Revit Ideate plugin, or perhaps ask for a more in-depth demonstration. Now, we don't have much time, but we do have some time left. So let's take a look at what this actually looks like in Revit. It's demo time. Here we are in Revit, of course, and we're going to be taking a look at the Ideate apps. So let's pop across to the Ideate software tab that we have up here. So we're obviously always looking for this feature here. And as I mentioned, we'll be looking at this one tool today, which is going to be ViewCreator. There's the ViewCreator tool. Let's click on it. It's going to take a moment to analyze this particular file, and then we get a choice of different ways that we can put things together. How is this going to look? We have various tools here. Some are dependent on others, such as the apply dependence. You know, you have to do some other things before that's available. Now, all of these tools are really useful. However, there's two of them tend to be the dominant ones, and that is the Create from Scratch. Now, this is actually a fairly new addition to the Ideate ViewCreator palette of tools, and it, to a certain extent, it overtakes the views from levels because it can do an awful lot of what views from level does, plus a few other extra tools. And the other really popular feature is the ability to create views dedicated to rooms. I'm just going to cancel out of this for a second, just so that you can understand the nature of this particular build. We have a kind of office. If I open up this elevation here, we can see that we have various other levels available. Okay, so we have levels 2, 3, and 4. However, if we take a look in the floor plans, we only have floor plans for the ground and level 1. Okay, so we've definitely got some views missing. In addition, we have on the sheets side of things, we have just 2 sheets here. We've got a general arrangement sheet and an existing detail views. So I want to be able to efficiently create some additional views for the missing levels. So ViewCreator. Wait for it to analyze, and we go to Create from Scratch. Give it a click, just select it. Nothing immediately happens, but you've got this Next button down here, which immediately becomes available. So it's a question of page by page, we use the Next button. Click on Next. So now we can choose the type. You have a search facility up here. However, can choose particular types of views. Right, so I want to have, let's have floor plans. Now, not only that, look here, we have the capacity to select view templates. So if you do have some existing view templates and you want view templates to be applied, then we can do that. So I'm going to go to my floor plans and use this one here. So it's a 1:100, and it's got some shadow on there as well. So we have another Next button. Let's click on Next. So what levels do I want to reproduce or create? So it does include that I could even create additional levels for levels that I already have, perhaps for different purposes. Now then, let's go here. I'm going to say, right, we'll have levels 2 and 3. Okay, so go to Next. Now, we've also got the capacity to include some scope boxes. So I've got 2 areas of scope boxes. Now, if I was to do this, I'm not going to, but if I did, look, if I choose one, notice down here, we have this make new views as dependent views. So if you are zoning out or creating sectors or volumes of buildings and you want different views for them, you can certainly use this capacity if you've already created the scope boxes for the different areas of your building. Okay, let's go next. Okay, so this is a preview of what will be created. Okay, you have some rules here. Create ver template, create per type, level disciplines, phasing as well. And you can even customize these. And as you can see, there's a wealth of customization you can do in here. So you could create different rules to suit your own purposes. We're creating 2 views. It says down here, go ahead and create 2 views. So that's what we're going to do. Now, here's an interesting thing. It offers us some further options, which is really quite clever. It could place these views onto brand new sheets. So we could click on create sheets and it will create some new sheets and then place those views on there as well. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go straight to done. Okay, so here we go. We have new views available. We can see over in here, there's level 2 and level 3, and it's taken the template name as an aid to be able to identify those. Obviously, if you wanted a different type, then you could do. So there's that version. Now, let's have a look at some other tools that we have available here. So ViewCreator. Now, the other popular one, because we are limited on time as well, so let's take a look at room views. Okay, so room views, and we click on next. One of the things I love about these Ideate apps is that the interface that you've got here, it just leads you through it. It's so easy to use. Yeah, right, let's have a look. What do we want? We can choose particular rooms. So providing you've set up some rooms and you've named them and you can identify the rooms that you want, this is going to create new dedicated views on a per room basis. So it's a bit like being able to really quickly create call out views. Yeah. So let's have, working down here, we'll have a one for the foyer and a couple for the meeting rooms 1 and 2. So we can put multiple ticks in the box. Okay, and we click on next. Up here we can choose the kind of views that we actually want to create. So what I want is, I'm going to say enlarged plans. Now I want to highlight there's 2 versions of this. There's enlarged plans and enlarged plans per room. What this means is it will not only create some views, but it will also place them on sheets. So this would be 1 view, 1 sheet. Now I'm going to use this one where it's going to put multiple views onto 1 sheet. Okay, so we'll use this one. It's going to be a floor plan. That's perfect. It will be using this A1 title block that I have illustrated down here. And we click on next. Okay, and next. So 3 new views are going to be created here. And, well, let's create those 3 views. So after you've clicked on the Create 3 Views tool, you get this dialog box open up. And look, it's offering us the opportunity here to rename those sheets. So we can click on Rename. And it's very simple. You can simply double click into here and rename it. So I can say in here, hospitality rooms. Okay, and do OK. And there we are. We have the 3 views that's created. I will just move this one up here. And so there you can see it's got the name in there that I specified. Create views. The ViewCreator from the Ideate App Store. Saves so much time, make our life so much easier. Okay, let's get back to our main presentation. So what's the next steps? Go and grab your free trial of the Ideate apps. Go on over to Graitec.com, look at the software drop down, find the Revit plugins, and right there you'll be able to get to the download page for the Ideate software. Okay, find the link, download, and enjoy. In the meantime, if you'd like to get in contact with me, please feel free to drop me an email at greg .benson.shuttle@graitec.com, and why not reach out and connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay, that leaves us to question time. Hi there, hope you found that useful, and had a question from Winston, so please, hopefully I've answered that okay for you. If you have any other questions, or if you'd like to go and grab a free download, it really is a very easy tool to use, and it makes the addition of new views, duplicate views for different purposes, applying templates, it's really good. And with the rooms tool, it's a bit like, being able to quickly create your own callouts automatically, which is a very nice feature indeed. I'll just stay here for a moment longer to see if we have any more questions in the Q&A section. You're welcome, Winston. My pleasure. Hope that made sense. And you can you don't have to do anything straight out of the box. You can use these tools. You don't have to add your own rules. I certainly didn't. Okay, well, if there's no more questions, thank you for attending. I hope you found it useful. Go over and grab a free trial and have a play. Enjoy it. It's easy to use. And have a great weekend. So for now, I'll sign off. Goodbye. Bye-bye. So long.